So this is one of 500 Toys R Us locations in Macy's across the US. You know what's funny is in 2018 Toys R Us went bankrupt. But during the holiday season of 2020, we heard news that the company was coming back. And a group of new investors back in 2020, they bought the corporation out from being bankrupt in 2018. And they started off by saying, hey, we're going to put 500 Macy's locations across the US. And this is one of those 500. Look at that. You know what's funny? Is the location across town from this location, that place hasn't changed since they went out of business in 2018. The only people that took over that old Toys R Us location was Hickory Farms and Spirit Halloween. Other than that, when Hickory Farms and Spirit Halloween leave for the holiday season, it's just a giant, empty, abandoned building that used to resemble an old Toys R Us before they went to using this decision. This one actually looks a lot more cleaner and like well organized. Let's look at that Mazda, dude. That looks clean. And I see that they have their Toys R Us special that is going on here. How they have their True Heroes lineup. I think they got True Heroes and Fast Lane at this place, which is like the Toys R Us brand, branded items, which is pretty crazy. A whole cart full of stuff that's just waiting to be unloaded. Man, for one of 500 Macy's locations, this place looks a little well organized. Looks a lot, clean. Oh, those are actually pretty cool. Too bad they're last year. But they actually have Formula One Hot Wheels cars, which I've never seen a Formula One set that was actually officially licensed before. Still feel like they could have used the bigger store across town that's just been nothing besides used as a seasonal holiday shop for Hickory Farms or Spirit Halloween. I mean, nothing's really changed about that establishment ever since they went out of business in 2018 and then decided to go downsize. That place has always still been available for rent or for sale, even a couple years later after a new group of investors bought the company out and then went to doing this decision. I actually visited the Lego store in Bellevue Square Mall. I believe it was literally just 2 to 3 months ago. And their store is a lot more nicer than, the whole layout that they got at Toys R Us right now. Like, they literally got everything from head to toe in Bellevue Square. But it's kind of cool to see that they actually are distributing a decent amount of Legos in one of the smallest locations possible. So you have all the girl stuff, the Disney stuff. They got a decent selection of Sonic the Hedgehog stuff and Super Mario stuff. They got Transformers and Marvel stuff too. People might think that this is an average toy store. Nah, dude. This is Toys R Us in 2025. I'm being dead serious. They even have, Toy Box over here full of all the Jeffrey stuff. I wonder if they actually got some of the seasonal stuff out yet. But they got little plushies and keychains and all the other stuff that we all used to know as kids growing up. Doesn't look like they got the Jeffrey festive stuff out yet. But they do have these things. These festive plushy things. Say for a small little location, they've gone pretty far. And another reason that I'm filming this is because it's been 5 years, going on 6 years, that a new group of investors bought the company out from being bankrupt back in 2018. And this is about the time of the year where the statement was made that Toys R Us was coming back over 5 to 6 years ago. A lot of us were excited, and this is what the aftermath is pretty much. It's just everything you guys are seeing in one of these 500 locations. This is literally what it looks like to step foot into a company that originally went out of business in 2018, but then a new group of investors is like, yeah, we're going to buy the bankrupted company and we're bringing it back. Imagine how crazy it would be for like Sears and Borders and Hastings, Kmart, EB Games, a lot of those people to be coming back in today's economy like these guys did.